here's where we are at. At the beginning of this round, Chew is turning to see what's going on. You see the two Rhodians have taken cover and are now starting to basically regroup themselves, and you are assuming that this is going to be a fight with them. They appear to have some skill. The battle droids that they have brought with them, however, not so much. There's one still up. It's actually looking around to grab another rifle from one of its fallen comrades. And you are in its face, and Felix is also taking cover behind the damaged repulsor sled. Not looking good for the home team at this point. So what is Morrigan going to do? Think of the area as kind of like a large mall inside. You're among this huge gardened area with benches and trees coming up and a huge kind of skylight thing that looks up into another level, and then huge shops and doorways. Most of them have not been used for many years. Mostly the only place that has been used here is the Majestic. Other than that, you're in a huge open area with benches and trees and various, there's like a water feature, a fountain, and places to grow food and stuff like that. So what's Morrigan going to do?
All right, so we have two Rhodians, a fresh Solistan on our side. The Solistan's on our side, but we have on the opposite side. I just want to. I know you just summed it up, but yep. I want to repeat.
Two Rhodians and a battle droid on the other side.
But the two Rhodians are tough.
Right.
We have Felix, myself, two more battle droids.
You notice that the battle droids are inside the Majestic.
All right, so Felix, me, and Chew.
Yeah, so Chew is making them do something. You don't know what they're actually doing, but they're doing something inside the Majestic.
And we have one of the Rhodians on his space Segway still, correct? Or did he get off?
No, he actually, when Felix fired at him, he kind of jumped for cover.
Okay, so both of them are not on their pogo stick Segway things.
Correct. One of the one that jumped off of his is just kind of hovering there.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to ignore the battle droid.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
And I'm going to... How close is the Rhodian that's not undercover?
Is about probably... Well, both of them are taking cover.
The one who wasn't shot off his...
Okay. I'll say he's probably about 15 yards away from you.
Alright, so that's quite far.
Well, actually, you ran up to the battle droid. So I'll say he's actually probably about 10 yards away from you.
It's better.
I mean, you could definitely cover the distance.
I'm going to go up and engage him.
Okay.
Yeah. I will drop my... I will not use my control.
Okay, so you're just going to use your regular lightsaber damage? Alright,
yes.
Sounds good. Alright, so you are using lightsaber combat with 5d damage.
And since I'm running up, is that technically an action?
That's, because of the distance, I'm going to say that's an action.
Alright, so I'm down one die.
Alright, so you run up. The Rhodian's going to fire at you.
Okay.
Alright, so once again, though, you have your lightsaber out. He is going to fire his blaster. He has, I think, He is going to use a character point to increase his blaster skill. And his difficulty to hit you at short range is easy. So he definitely hits you.
So now I roll my strength, or do I have to wait till he rolls damage?
You can try to either dodge or deflect it with your lightsaber.
Which would put me down another die for my attack, but it would possibly
Correct.
Save me. Okay. All right, so I will do that.
Okay. So you have to beat his roll.
Did he beat a 10?
Yes, he beat a 10. All right.
I did not roll a 1 on the wild die, though.
Hey. Yeah, Morgan's a Jedi, but she's a new Jedi. She's still learning. So go ahead and roll me a strength check. Let's see how much damage his blaster pistol does.
Can I spend a character point on this?
You can
roll?
spend up to 5 character points to soak damage.
I don't know if I want to commit that
You can
much
do it
right now.
Well, you can do it after you roll, but before I tell you what you need to beat. So if you think that you are rolling and you want to use a couple more before I tell you, then you can do that.
All right, I'm going to spend 2 at the forefront.
Okay.
Man, I'm going through these.
Well, it's a pretty big combat, so
I'm going to spend 1 more. One more. There we go. All right. So 10, 18.
all right, it's a good thing you spent that 1 more. All right, so you just deflect the bolt with your blade. Not enough, once again, because this is more for effect, kind of for the story. But Morgan running towards him, he fires off a shot almost straight to your chest. Morgan just deflects the shot away, almost tripping her up as she moves towards this Rodian. Alright, so now the other Rodian's going to fire at Felix. And once again, Felix has cover. Alright, so I think Felix is going to need it. Let's see. Alright, yep. Felix just gets missed as a shot. Basically, he almost turtles himself with this destroyed sled, and he will return fire on his turn. However, go ahead and go. Alright, so Morgan gets to this Rodian, swings her lightsaber down at him. He is going to try to dodge. He is going to lose a die, however, because he already fired. So his dodge, this is not going to be good for him. He has a 3D to dodge. Alright, that is...
I rolled a 16.
You rolled a 16. Alright, that's 10. He rolled 13. 13, 14. So Morgan hits him with her lightsaber as she basically does a wide arc down at him. Go ahead and roll that 5D damage. And he is going to roll a 2D because he doesn't have any armor on. Alright, he only rolled 6.
I rolled 25.
25. You slice him in half.
Ugh.
Is there a way, do you want to not do that?
I would rather not do that.
Okay.
I want to incapacitate. Even severely hurt would be okay, but cut in half, probably not a good idea.
Well, you can, as per the rules in Star Wars, you can always opt to not kill somebody.
I opt not to kill him.
All right, so you take his hand.
I just want him,
as the Jedi way.
Sure.
All right, you swing down, and he tries to get out of the way, but his gun is still pointed at Morgan, and his hand cauterizes clean off as Morgan swings her blade. That is Morgan's action. The Felix is going to return fire on the Rodian that is with him, or the Rodian that is attacking him. And Felix rolls a 1. 3 1s and 2 3s. So Felix just misses. There's been a lot of 1s rolled tonight.
It's to make up for all the ones that we didn't roll the other nights.
Exactly. All right, so Felix just misses. He actually kind of overextends himself a little bit, trying to get a shot on the Rodian, and so I'm going to lower his cover for the next shot. That is Felix. The Rodian's going to return fire on Felix. And he does hit Felix. However, Felix is going to get that 1 die. Yeah, cover didn't do anything for Felix. So would you do me a favor and roll me Felix's strength of 3D. And I'm going to roll the Rodian's 5D damage. Alright, so I have 17 damage from the Rodian's shot.
No. It's 12.
12. Okay, so Felix takes a wound. You can hear, basically not behind you because you ran up to this Rodian. Towards the sled, you hear, "Ah!" as you know that Felix just got hit. That is the Rodian's action. So the Rodian that is on you, or that you are on, knows that you just... being a professional, he screams out in pain from the severed limb. I mean, it is definitely affecting him. It is affecting his emotion. However, he's thinking that you're just going to kill him. So, with all of his strength, he takes out a dagger and is going to try to stab you to try to get himself out of this. All right. Actually, no. He is not. He is going to try to go for his... what do you call it? Space Segway. He's going to try to jump onto that. So yeah. So I'm going to actually give him... There's not kind of attack of opportunity, but basically I'm going to give him a roll. I will give him a brawling roll to try to get away from you and onto the Segway. We'll see how he does. He has 3D plus 2. So I'm going to say that it's moderate difficulty. So it's an 11. Alright, so he rolled 13. So he basically grabs, kind of quickly, kind of not crawls, but backpedals away from you, grabs the Segway, and just kind of hits the activator, and it almost drags him along away from you.
But he's still here.
He's still here, but it's basically dragged him about, we'll say, 20 yards away from you, as it just... Because it's a very quick item. So it basically drags him about 20 yards away from you, as he's holding on for dear life with his one good hand. And that is... Chu is going to actually, Chew, seeing what all this is going on, seeing this, he's like, we have to go. The sled's destroyed. And he just he just doesn't know. Well, he doesn't know what's going. I mean, he was part of a swoop gang, but he loved riding bikes, and he's a tinkerer of droids. So this isn't his bread and butter. So he's kind of freaking out a little bit. There's a firefight going on pretty much right next to him, and his one mode that he thinks is going to get you guys out of this is destroyed. He doesn't know what to do.
All right, I'm going to. Okay, so there's one Rodian not hurt, one Rodian with one hand. Mm-hmm. Going to the not hurt Rodian.
Okay.
Going to attack him.
All right, you will need to. That Rodian's actually a little bit further from you.
All right, I'm going to try to make my way because, I can't run to the guy with the. I can't run to the one I just attacked and attack in the same round either. But we have a fresh one. I kind of don't want him to be fresh.
Okay. All right, so. You are running towards that Rodian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't have a distance, blaster. Well, I have a blaster, but it would take time for me to pull it out. And I've got lightsaber combat anyway.
Right.
So, me shooting the guy who just got away from me.
Okay. So you can run over to him. That will definitely be an action. Mm-hmm. Felix will try to... Felix will try to shoot. Should Felix shoot at him or the one that is that's being drugged by the...
I'm thinking that either he needs to shoot at the guy that's being drugged or at that guy's Segway thing, so he doesn't get away.
Okay, so he will shoot at the Rodian being drugged away. So...
I was either way, I don't care. I just don't want him going away.
All right, that'll be a medium shot. And he does hit the guy. He hits the Rodian with his shot. So go ahead and roll me 5D for Felix's blaster. And I will roll this guy's strength, the Rodian's strength.
18.
All right, so the Rodian is wounded as he cries out in pain again, not having a good day. He loses control of his space Segway and basically tumbles and rolls into some cover behind a tree that basically is, kind of like in a mall. There's a platform that kind of grows out of some dirt that's in the floor. He kind of lets go of the Segway and kind of just rolls behind this tree and kind of crawls to get cover from this tree. All right, that is his action. That is Felix's action. You ran. So you see the Rodian that has not been hurt. You see he takes out a small cylinder and will throw it towards Felix.
Do you get 3-second talks in these?
Sure.
Oh,
Well, what are you going to say?
I was just going to yell incoming.
Yeah, you can yell that. So Morgan yells, incoming, as this Rodian throws this grenade. And he hits his mark. All right. So this is not only going to hit Felix, but it's also going to hit Chew. So go ahead and roll me Felix's.
Which is 5?
Which is 3 strength.
Oh, sorry. 5 was for his damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this grenade will do 5 to both of them.
Yeah.
What did Felix get?
8. I
8.
rolled really badly. I swear if he dies, I'm going to get really angry.
All right, well. Oh, I need to roll for Chew as well. Chew Nin Neb. Let me get his... I had his character sheet here somewhere. All right. Chew has a... Go ahead and roll me. Chew has a 2d plus 1 for his strength.
He rolled a 9.
9. All right. The grenade hits its mark, tinks a little bit on the back of the bed of the sled, and then rolls off, and Felix can't move in time. He tries to duck, he hears you, and he tries to jump out of the way. Not enough. You hear a gut-wrenching explosion closer to you than you want it to be, but far enough away that it's not affecting you. Felix cries out, and then silence. Chew cries out, and you can hear him stumbling, falling to the ground. You have a decision to make. Are you going after the Rhodians still, or are you going to help your friends?
I'm going to help my friends. Of course I'm going to help my friends.
As you do this, the Rhodian takes off, grabs his companion, and they head out towards that ship that they came in on. As you head over to Felix, who's out, and Chew, who's laying there